All right, here we go. Yo. What up, though? Dawgface, we back, man.
Swear with you, Big D. How you feel?
Hey, I'm good, man. You the hottest man on the internet right now.
Yeah, I be doing something. I be talking that shit.
Yeah.
I be doing that shit.
I think you the one of the people, man, that people come to the comments love to go back and forth with you.
Yeah, I be going back and forth with them bitches too. I'm an argumentative type of motherfucker. You hear me? I argue with a nigga, I argue a nigga down. You hear me?
Do you ever look at a comment and say, you know what, bro, I'm not even gonna talk to this dude?
Nah, I want to talk about them funky bitches. You hear me? Nah, see, it depends on what it is, man. If motherfucker come too wrong with that shit, I'm gonna respond back to that shit. I'm for sure gonna respond back to your little bitch ass. You hear me?
Yeah.
But see, I done got tricked though, right? Because them niggas are. I feel like motherfuckers trying to set a motherfucker up. So on Instagram, on YouTube, I can just call and tell niggas suck my right, on Instagram, niggas try to line you up. They try to say some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Figure you go say something back to them. Then they snatch my comment down and they block me on Instagram Live and do a little whole shit. Niggas trying to line me up to figure I'm gonna respond. I fall right into that shit. You know what I mean? So I learned my lesson though. I just got my Instagram. It just took all the restrictions off my shit day before yesterday.
Oh, so you back? You good?
I'm back full blown.
I want to take the time because one of your favorite sayings is "po broke ass bitches."
Yeah.
Break down how does a person know they're a poor broke ass bitch? Like, break down that for me.
Well, I mean, I call a lot of flack about this shit because, especially for women, because the term po broke ass, that hashtag po broke ass bitches, women automatically thought I was talking about women.
Yeah.
Because I said po broke ass bitches. But when I came up with that shit, it wasn't even about women. It wasn't even about financial status. I'm a hood nigga. I come from nothing. You hear me? I ain't had no daddy mama crack here. I come from the mud for real. You feel me? So, the term po broke ass bitches just means a motherfucker just bankrupt of any moral integrity, any moral compass. They ain't got no integrity. Niggas all fucked up. Niggas do anything around this motherfucker. So when I said po broke ass bitches, it ain't even about finance.
Yeah.
And it ain't about women. It's just about a motherfucker being like spiritually bankrupt, have no moral compass whatsoever, and niggas just being there all around boy, all stinking ass. So when I say po broke ass bitch, I just mean motherfucker just it's really just saying you a fuck nigga, and on top of the fact you a broke ass bitch too.
Yeah. For sure. Okay, I got you. Because I see that come up a lot. Shout out to Hellcat.
Right.
She shouted you out on her last
my dog.
interview.
That's my evil twin. You hear me?
Hey, what you think about Hellcat, man?
That's my baby. She be talking that shit. I fuck with it. You hear me? That's my evil twin. You feel me? And she a star. Period. Simple as that. When I first became aware of her by watching your interviews and I watched her on No Jumper, I said, that's a star right there. You see what I'm saying? It's going down right there. You hear me? That's my baby. I fuck with her. And I'm looking forward to working with her in the future. You feel me?
Now, I want to jump into a little bit of politics because I know we ain't really touched on this, but Donald Trump, former president of the United States, indicted 4 times.
Right.
3 federal, 1 state indictment. Do you think he will end up going to prison or serving any jail time?
No, I don't. I don't think he'll serve any jail time. No, I don't think he'll serve any jail time, bro. In the event, I mean, Donald Trump might die tomorrow, man. All the stress he had. Don't forget, nigga, 80 years old.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to Donald Trump dying.
Yeah.
Even before all this shit really kick off. You know what I'm saying? He can only take so much of that old shit he was doing. You hear me? Donald Trump is he a disher. He ain't no good taker. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, but to be absolutely honest, I don't think he'll see a day in jail. You feel what I'm saying?
Why is that?
I think this shit I mean, because it is what it is. If the question is, he is basically guilty of what they said he was. But see, I don't got no problem with Donald Trump. Donald Trump and all that old shit he was doing, that's like Reaganomics to me. I'm an old nigga.
Yeah.
We was getting money bring Donald Trump back. You hear me? I'm voting for Joe Biden. Look here, man. Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a racist cocksucker son of a bitch. He's talking all that shit about what the f*** he gonna do. We ain't getting no money out of Joe Biden. Oh, that stinking ass Kamala Harris neither. Get the bitch up out of here. You Kamala Harris, bitch, get on out of here. We don't want you nothing. Kamala Harris, you ain't black. All that shit about the first black vice president, all that other shit. Kamala Harris ain't black. Kamala Harris suck more white than anybody said prostitute. You hear me? Yeah, big 50 to my she said Kamala Harris sucks so many white. She ain't black. How you black and you suck all white? You ain't never suck a black dick.
Yeah, shit,
You hear
man.
me? I want you to tell me how you black and you ain't never sucked no black. You married to a white boy since you was 10. You ain't black. You bitch, get the fuck on about here. Joe Biden is a cocksucking motherfucker. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? I'm pro Trump. Make America great again.
Or even with 4 indictments.
Now, Trump a racist motherfucker. But
Yeah.
see, all these motherfuckers are racist motherfuckers. So we gotta pick our poison. Trump does get that motherfucking money, didn't he?
Yeah, and I mean both. It's a little bit of both.
Nigga ain't seen no money like that since Reagan. I'm
Yeah.
old. We ain't got no money. No, fuck that. Make America great again.
Now, Trump had a policy that he want to push through that all drug dealers should face the death penalty. If convicted of a drug crime, they should face death penalty. How you feel about that?
It never happened because it's gonna take more than him. It's gonna take an act of Congress to enact some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So he's just saying that shit, just playing to his base. He knows that the average white American want to hear all that shit he be saying. A lot of that shit he talking about, he can never do because it's gonna take an act of Congress and the Senate to make that shit happen. So he's just playing to his base. He's just talking because that's what them racist motherfuckers want to hear.
So you will vote for him even with that policy if he could potentially push that through?
I'm voting for that motherfucker out for damn. Joe Biden got to go. Joe Biden got to go. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck rest of the motherfuckers. They got to go. We ain't got no money. I'm going with the money. See, motherfuckers get caught in that political ass shit. I'm going, listen, he's a Democrat, so therefore most black people are Democrats. Listen, bro. When it comes to democratic policies that have negatively affected black people, when it comes to criminalization of like the drug, the crack versus the cocaine shit, that was motherfucking, what the nigga name is? The nigga got his dick sucked in the office.
Oh, Clinton.
Bill Clinton, bitch ass. Bill Clinton. When it came to criminalizing child support, where if you had child support over 10,000, it's a felony. That was Bill Clinton. That wasn't the Republicans. You hear me?
Yeah.
That wasn't the Republicans. That was Bill Clinton's administration that criminalized child support and put a nigga in the trick bag by the child support and that crack cocaine versus probably cocaine shit.
Yeah.
That was Bill Clinton and Joe Biden cocksucking ass. That's what that was. Joe Biden talking about crack cocaine and drugs and it's a scourge of society. Joe Biden's son, the biggest motherfucking crackhead in Washington, D.C.
You think
and he knew it at that time. You hear me? So Joe Biden was really mad because his son was on dope like it was black folk fault. That's what it really was. You feel me? So I'm voting for Make America Great Again. Fuck Joe Biden and fuck Kamala Harris cocksucking, white cocksucking, dick sucking ass.
Now we're in a point right now where the two biggest topics that's been like generating on the internet right now, of course, snitching has been dominating,
right?
And homosexuality or gay been dominating. We're seeing gay gangsters coming out. I got a chance to interview Tony Woolrich, openly gay Crip out of Fort Worth.
Right.
I ain't been going viral on No Jumper and on my channel and all over the blogs. Also, a video clip of King Von in jail, saying that he was gay. I guess to go to PC so he wouldn't go to a pod or a unit where a bunch of his ops was.
Right.
Another video of Lil J coming out of a transsexual sitting on his lap while he in jail.
Right.
I want to start with the gay side of things and then we'll move over to the snitching side. You, all the time you've been in the streets and done prison and all of that, have you ever met a gay gangster?
Plenty of them.
Openly gay.
Openly gay. Cock sucking, dick sucking, that nigga he'll kill you too. You hear me? I'm from the east side of Detroit down here. You hear me? So there's plenty of motherfuckers who gay and sneaky dick sucking ass niggas, sneaker bar eating ass niggas who will suck a cock and shoot a nigga too. Don't ever think because a nigga gay that he won't kill you. That's the biggest misconception. Niggas think because a nigga gay, that nigga won't do some gangster shit. There's plenty of gay motherfuckers who do gangster shit. You better motherfucking believe it.
So when you see the openly gay Crip, a lot of people was trying to discredit him for his sexuality. Like, so you feel like that don't have anything to do with gangsterism. Your sexuality should have nothing to do with it.
I listen, so if you ask me my personal opinion, I mean, any nigga who would take his hands and grab another nigga dick and shove it in his mouth, that ain't gangster. I'm just telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to believe a nigga gonna take another nigga dick, play with it, put it in his mouth, ain't gonna be a gangster at the same time. That ain't no gangster shit. But I understand that we lived in a world, man, where homosexuality took over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It took over. So, you know, but it's always, homosexuality has been, listen, When you talk, the biggest gangsters in the history of this world is the Greco-Roman Empire. And the Greeks, they some gangster motherfuckers. Julius Caesar was a cocksucker.
Yeah.
He was but he'll kill your motherfucking ass. He'll throw your ass in the pit with some lions, then fuck over your ass, right? These gay motherfuckers been running around, they run this shit now.
You feel like gay people have taken over the world?
Hey, listen, it would be more detrimental to my career if I call somebody a sissy or a fag versus calling them motherfucker nigga. Just think about that, bro. You got motherfuckers all day, every day in music and everything else calling motherfuckers niggas, nigga this, nigga that, nigga. Right? You don't see white America get no shit about that. You call a motherfucker fag, oh, it's up there, nigga. You on the floor, you finna get banned, blackball, all your sponsorship taken, all that shit. You call a motherfucker nigga? Oh, he ain't mean it.
Yeah.
You apologize, that's it. You call a motherfucker fag, nigga, your career is over with. You gonna apologize to every sissy in the world. You gonna apologize to every fag in the world. And they still gonna hold your feet to the fire.
Do you feel like we should be able to call, freedom of speech should be able, does freedom of speech means that you should be able to call somebody a fag or a sissy?
Well, listen, man. I think the world we live in now is way too sensitive, bro. You hear me? I understand that there are certain things that are just beyond the pale and beyond the scope of what's reasonable. But at the same time, man, I don't have to subscribe to your belief systems, and you don't have to subscribe to my belief systems. If my mama grew up saying fag, sissy, punk, bitch, all this whole other shit. And it was normal in my household. In the black community, black community has always kind of like frowned upon black men engaging in homosexual behavior.
Yeah.
Now, if it's some bitch sucking some pussy, we up for that. But when it comes to some two niggas bumping dick, we ain't with the bumping dick shit.
Yeah.
But black, we've always been kind of like selective about how we deal with homosexuality. Two bitches bumping and fucking, we with it.
Yeah.
Bring it on, bitch. I'm with it. You hear me? But two niggas, nah, we ain't with two niggas bumping no dick. We ain't with that shit.
Got you. On the snitching side, it's like people getting a chance, I guess what they say, pick and choose who they call snitch or not.
That's true. It's always been true.
And it's like what they call it selective politicking.
Yeah.
It's low-hanging fruit, you go at Tekashi for what he did.
Yeah.
But it was some allegation that came out with P from QC of him allegedly or snitching or telling on somebody.
Right.
And he made a statement and it was like it just went away.
Right.
Why don't people give the same type of energy towards P like they would towards a 6ix9ine or any other?
Because Tekashi 6ix9ine he a studio gangster. They create the whole image of who he was in a studio. Tekashi 6ix9ine, he was never a true blood. He was never a true gangster. He was always a little punk. They packaged and presented him to the world like he was a real nigga, but he was never no real nigga.
Yeah.
On the flip side of that, P, P was, he a legend in Atlanta, man. And you got to check. You know what I'm saying? He's embedded in the culture because of the label, the quality control shit, and he embedded into the culture because of the artists on quality control.
Yeah.
So therefore, you got motherfuckers don't want to touch him because he got so much power and influence, and his artists that he represent got a lot of power and influence too. So motherfuckers ain't gonna call, even though the 1090 Jake nigga did the research, it came out, he did make, it ain't even no motherfucking question about whether he cooperated with law enforcement, snitch, told, rat, all that shit. He did it. When they asked him about it, he made a statement, long statement talking about, he basically saying, I'm a civilian, I ain't no street nigga. So basically, therefore, the shit I did and what the cooperation I gave and me pointing the finger at a nigga who's trying to flame my ass up, he says all good because he ain't trying to be a street nigga. He a businessman.
Yeah.
But that ain't how that shit go. If you a snitch, you a snitch. Period. Simple as that. You cooperate with law. If you a street nigga, you can't say I ain't a street nigga just to accommodate the fact that you gonna tell on a motherfucker. That ain't how that go. If you raise your right hand and you pledge with the right hand is here and you pledge allegiance to the street and you out there politicking and you fucking around with all this old street shit, and then when it come time for a nigga to do something to you and you decide you want to bring law enforcement into it, you done gave the ghost up, brother.
So why do you think Boosie, one who was very, very vocal about somebody telling, it's almost like he gave P a pass?
No, it ain't no almost. You try to put nigga in trick bag. He ain't almost do a motherfucking thing. Lil Boosie, listen, I fuck with Boosie. You hear me? Let me just start with that. I gotta always start with that disclaimer first. I fuck with him. I've been following his whole career. I was happy when he beat that case, come home from penitentiary. But Boosie, he didn't gave his motherfucking gangster card up when he played that little game right there. Cause nigga, it's either you stand on principle and morals or you ain't.
Yeah.
It's either a spade is a spade or it ain't. And Boosie, you have been very vocal with Vlad, especially with Vlad, when you talked about the Boston Richies, the 6ix9ines, and all these other motherfuckers that came out and cooperated with law enforcement in some degree, great or small.
Yeah.
And then when the nigga Vlad, when that cracker asked you about T.I., you basically threw T.I. up under the bus. You basically said, yeah, T.I. rat, I don't agree with that shit. Wait a minute. Now, and then you went back and said, well, we found out that your kids play with T.I. kids. Then we find out that you and T.I. got an album that's already done for them to come out. So you're willing to jeopardize a relationship with your kid playing with his kids. And on top of that, you got a project with him. The rumors about T.I. being a snitch about that shit that happened in Ohio, that shit 20 years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
So Boosie, you well aware of the accusations that was lodged against T.I. And you still fuck with him anyway. When the white boy put you in the trick bag, you was more than happy to call a nigga a rat and say what he did was ratting. But when they asked you about P got statements. T.I. ain't signed the motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
But this nigga done wrote statements, called police, nigga finna flame him in the mall. You got nothing to say. You a bitch, nigga. You did the whole shit. You did what niggas say. He got a big bag. So therefore, you ain't gonna tell the truth about the nigga because you in Atlanta, you live in Atlanta, you live in Georgia, and you don't want to tell the truth. You a hoe. That's selective gangsterism right there. We talk about niggas who, every day in the hood, everybody in the hood, I don't give a fuck if you from Timbuktu or you from Wisconsin. You know a nigga who got some money, who niggas ain't gonna call out on the shit he did because he got some money, and niggas got power and influence, and niggas still gonna rock and roll for the nigga because he got power and influence. Boosie, you just gave your whole gangster up by being a little bitch ass nigga by playing politics. You gonna speak on everybody else, but you ain't gonna speak on him. I don't know. I don't want to speak on it. Why not, nigga? You spoke on everybody else?
Facts.
Didn't you have an opinion about T.I., who a friend of yours, your kids play with his kids play with your kids, you got an album with the nigga, you throw him under the motherfucking bus without even thinking about it. They ask you about P, you ain't got nothing to say, you a bitch, Boosie, you a hoe ass nigga. You no longer no gangster, nigga. You done gave it up because you playing politics, and you look like a bitch because everybody saying the same shit. How you gonna, but you ain't gonna, you gonna comment and speak on everybody else, but you ain't gonna do, what? You have some whole shit, you can't do that. You can't do that. So Boosie, I ain't gonna call it no bitch. What I will say, you got caught doing whole shit, and you got caught in the political game of, because of who it is, you ain't gonna label him a rat like you label everybody else. How 6ix9ine a rat? And he ain't.
It's real.
How Boston Richie a rat, but he ain't? How is all these other motherfuckers that Boosie stand on rat shit? Boosie say, I hate rats. I don't give a fuck. T.I. rat according to Boosie. And he backtracked, but dog ain't no rat because he got 300 and he got 300 M's. He got power and influence, and you living in his city. You living in his state. You don't want no trouble with that nigga. So that just tells you that it is true based on how much money and influence you got, a nigga will back up and won't say nothing to you.
Yeah.
Boosie, you a whole ass nigga for that now. For real, you gotta wear that. You gotta wear that, Boosie.
Now, a lot of things coming under fire when it comes to 1090J. Being, a white person, and it seemed like a lot of people pushing back on him because all he's doing is pulling up paperwork on black artists or people and exposing them. How do you feel about what 1090 is doing and how people feel about him being white in this black culture?
So, I can understand the whole culture vulture shit. I can understand motherfuckers saying, well, here we go again, we got somebody white. And his only real contribution to the hip-hop culture is that the fact that you exposing rappers.
And making millions doing it.
And making millions doing it. But when you really look at it, if you in the street, and you a street nigga, and you playing in the street, where do you give a fuck where the information about this nigga who you may fuck with being a rat come from? What do you care? I wouldn't give a fuck if it came from the police. I wouldn't give a fuck if the police said that nigga a rat watching. I don't give a fuck where it came from. If it's true, it's true. I don't give a fuck if a nigga green, blue, purple, yellow. If a nigga telling, if a nigga, he helping us, ain't it? Yep. Ain't they helping us? What are you doing? Now, I can understand the whole nature. You got a white boy always trying to stir up the pot and create problems between black people. But what problem is 1090J creating amongst black people by exposing which one of us is a rat bitch ass nigga? I'm hard pressed to really figure out. I get the whole white shit and you dropping salt, but what do you give a fuck about? If you a street nigga, what street nigga in the history of this world ever gave a fuck about what the information came from about who a rat? I don't give a fuck if it comes from a 10-year-old kid or an old white lady. What do you care? Come on with that information, nigga, so we can know what it is. Because these niggas talking gangster on the rap record, ain't it?
Yeah, for
ain't
sure.
They talking that gangster shit? But bitch, when you get caught, you gonna tell. So tell it, let it know who these bitch ass niggas is. Now, 1090J, keep on. Come on, keep on with this old shit.
I know the last few times the Detroit gatekeeper list been dominating the blog.
Man, if you don't go ahead on with this shit. If you don't, I'm so sick of this motherfucking gatekeeper shit. Let me turn my chair this way. Listen, man, it's a list, brother.
Yeah.
When I spoke to you about the list 3-4 years ago when you dropped the first one in 2020, the whole thing, niggas getting caught up on the word gatekeeper. Man, listen. What do you want him to say about it? Gatekeeper hold niggas back. Gatekeeper stop a nigga from advancing. Hey, listen, you have motherfuckers who do that.
Yeah,
you do have motherfuckers who are in positions of power and influence, who have used their power and influence to hold a motherfucker back and to deny motherfuckers opportunity. That's happening right now.
Yeah,
Without you creating a list, you got motherfuckers who at the top of the totem pole who have shot niggas down and they've crushed niggas' situations and they've crushed opportunities for motherfuckers. That happened. You got rap niggas from Detroit right now. We seeing more fame than ever. You got rap niggas who went to Houston, went to Oakland, went to Atlanta and talked against other rappers from Detroit and stopped them from having opportunities. Niggas gonna use their power and influence to do whatever they think they want to do to a motherfucker, about a motherfucker. Niggas got so caught up in that motherfucker, they still speaking on that shit. You don't like it, you ain't gotta like it.
Yeah.
You don't have to like it, you don't have to pay attention, but the whole purpose of the list was for mogul state of mind to acknowledge people who traditionally don't get acknowledged. And that's the behind the scenes people who help usher in, who help plan and organize what we see happening now in Detroit hip hop community. So that's what it was about. Okay, if you would have used the Detroit influencer list,
yeah,
you know what niggas would still have a problem about? You know why? Because they wasn't on it.
And
they wasn't on it. You ain't heard nothing. And then niggas trying to shame a nigga. If you say you a gatekeeper, you a house nigga. If you say you a gatekeeper, you ain't a real nigga. Nigga, suck my motherfucking dick. I'm a gatekeeper, you cock sucking niggas. And if you don't like it, your bitches know what you can get. Who don't know what they get? Who don't know what they can get fucking with me? Fuck you. You don't like it, you ain't gotta like it. Suck my dick. Eat my dick. Suck. I will send you niggas a dick pic in y'all DM. You tell me, go my DM and say, hey, I don't like the fact that you acknowledging the gatekeeper shit, Dawgface. I'm going to send you a dick pic of my considerable cock, nigga. That's what I'm gonna do. And my dick big as motherfucker. I'm gonna send you a dick pic. Any nigga get my DM, I'm gonna send you a dick pic. I swear my mama. I swear my mama, I'm gonna send you a dick pic. Cause I'm sick of this shit. You don't like it? You ain't gotta like it, bro. You ain't gotta like it. You can ignore it. I ain't never seen niggas we don't give a fuck. But you speaking on it.
Yeah.
We don't care nothing about that shit. We speaking on it. Who cares? Go get your money. Keep on moving what you doing. If I don't give a fuck about something, bro, nigga asking about it, I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. Next question. I don't want to talk about that shit. Next question. I don't care. When I don't care, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't ask me nothing about it. I don't care. I ain't trying to figure out what it's about, what it ain't about. Let me tell you this right here. Trick instituted something called the no-fly zone.
Yeah.
He was a house nigga. I dare you niggas to say, in the comments of this interview, Trick had no fly zone, right?
Yep.
You couldn't come to Detroit unless you checked in, right?
Right.
But the whole principle wasn't just about him stopping niggas from coming here and getting no money. on making connections. Trick's whole mission and the whole Goon Squad whole mission was, y'all come here, y'all getting $40,000, $50,000 a show. Y'all come here 3-4 G's. You come here 4-5 times a year, taking the bag with you. And you charge niggas full price for features. No, my nigga, you gonna keep on coming and get served like that? We fuck with you, but you gotta show some love to the motherfuckers who support you. So don't come here and squeeze just overcharge niggas for features, doing XYZ. Show some niggas some love.
Yeah.
Right? That was the whole principle. Rick Ross, when they put that clamp on Rick Ross down in the same park, everybody in Detroit was mad. Because they didn't understand the principle behind what he was doing. Niggas just want that immediate entertainment. They don't understand it's a bigger principle. Nigga, you gonna come here, you gonna show some motherfucking respect. Listen, these niggas going to L.A., sucking L.A. niggas' dick. Say I'm lying. These niggas in L.A. got niggas joining gangs who ain't even in no gang. Niggas Crip, Blood, everything. Niggas go, listen, the BET Awards, why they keep on having the BET Awards in L.A.? When you know niggas out there waiting. Brick, baby, he say, nigga, oh, y'all coming out here? Y'all fool. Ain't nobody saying that about that. You know why? Because niggas afraid of the gangs. Niggas afraid of Crips and Bloods. These selective politicking. Y'all criticize Trick. You same niggas in Detroit who talked about Trick and the Goon Squad when all they was trying to do is support Detroit. Same niggas sucking niggas from LA dick. Because they some hoe ass niggas. They pussy. They selective gangster and they way through this shit. Fuck them.
I want to get your response too, because I saw some pushback saying, how is Dawgface on the Detroit gatekeeper list when he's from Pontiac?
Because I'm rich, bitch. Now what? That's why I'm on, and bitch, I'm the first nigga my Mob Life music tour. St. Louis, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Memphis, Tennessee. I threw concerts in the motherfucking cities 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Sold out. Memphis, Tennessee, at the 300 Beale Street, Maine, sold out. The Food Bar in St. Louis, sold out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I sold this shit out. It's number one. Number two, when you see a nigga getting booked in Tampa Bay, when you see Vez, Babyface Ray, 4-2 Doug, T Grizzly getting booked in Tampa Bay, that was me who put that together. That was me who put that together.
But when people don't claim you as Detroit, they only claim you as Pontiac.
Suck my dick and I'll blow your bitch ass brain. Listen, listen. I was born in Pontiac, Michigan. I moved to Detroit on the east side of Detroit when I was 15 in 1986.
Yeah.
I moved into an area where it was Maserati Rick, Demetrius Holloway, Rocket Reg, Boogaloo, Wimp Miles, Mike Miles, Naro, Lawrence and KK in the Brewster Projects, Bobbly Bo in the Brewsters, Big Flag, One Eye Flag in the Brewster Projects. Niggas can't tell me nothing about this shit. I went to penitentiary, kept my mouth closed from 4791 Fisher. Tell them niggas to come get some. That what you do? Motherfucking the Chambers ain't from Detroit.
Yeah.
The Curry Boys ain't from Detroit. Fuck is you niggas talking about? The same niggas who saying that, sucking white boy Rick dick, taking pictures, posing with the nigga. Tell them niggas suck my dick, come get some. That what you do. Suck my cock, come get, I seen niggas a dick pic. I done told you.
We in a culture right now where, and we brought this up a few times, where people are trying to figure out, is hip-hop being dominated by women at this point? The type of music that's being used by women right now, is being this, what they call it, I guess, hoe rap or prostitute rap or hood rap. The Sexy Reds, the Sukianas. How do you feel about female hip-hop right now?
Listen, it's been ratchet. When Kia say my neck, my back, something in my crack type shit, they've been talking ratchet. They've been, like, for real, it's been less blunt and less direct, but when you look at Salt and Pepper, what a man. Salt and Pepper some freak bitches.
Yeah.
You hear me? With the bitch Pepper was a freak, Tresh was sticking dick in her house from here to Wisconsin. Rap hoes been freaky bitches. Bitches freaky, so it is what it is. I ain't got no problem with Suki. That pussy got to be fire. Now, a Sexy Red bitch, I don't want none of that pussy. I ain't got no problem with it, but I do not want that pussy. That pussy that's hood rat pussy for sure. I don't want none of that pussy. I'm good on that pussy. That pussy ain't right. I'm straight.
Sexy Red did make a comment that that she like hood niggas.
I believe it. No doubt. I ain't got no problem with that. No motherfucking doubt she do. You can tell. Her demeanor, and that's where she come from. So, of course.
And so she says she enjoy being with a dude and getting in the shootouts with him and things of that nature. Those things are exciting.
Right.
What do you say to that? Do you think it's women out there that really just enjoy that?
Absolutely. So listen, if you're a woman and you in the street and you from the hood, if you're a woman and you in the street and you from the hood, and you grew up in that shit, your mentality is basically the same mentality as the guys you fuck with. You might not be on the front line because you a chick, but of course, if guys find that shit intriguing and enticing, or if they able to kind of like suppress how dangerous it is and still operate in it, then what do you think the females who they fuck with, do they think it's the same way?
Yeah.
You would think that the average female would want to stay away from that kind of shit because it's just like a male-dominated sport.
Yeah.
But you got females who think just like niggas think it is what it is. It just is what it is, man.
Now, I know the last time we sat down, we talked. Since then, Skilla Baby brought together Sada Baby and T Grizzly, that beef squash.
Right.
When you saw that picture drop with T and Sada in the background, how did you feel about that beef being squashed?
Beautiful shit, bro. It was a beautiful situation because in the world that we live in, let's just go past music. Let's just go talk about how black people deal with each other, bro. A lot of times, black people get into situations and there is no mediator. There is nobody who can influence them to stop the shit.
Yeah.
Skilla Baby got that deal. He an instant millionaire. He fuck with both sides, you hear me? So versus letting them niggas beef, let's talk about what the issue is. Any blood spilled? No, it's some hurt feelings because motherfuckers feel like a motherfucker didn't do good business or didn't do right by him. But they was young, and young black men traditionally, certain shit happened. Motherfuckers was tasting success and stardom, and nobody really knows what happened between T and Sada except T and Sada.
Yeah.
Or the motherfuckers in their camp. So the fact that Skilla came together and he used his weight to kind of like squash that shit, bring them together, was a beautiful situation because oftentimes we don't have that kind of shit.
That's
oftentimes you got niggas who got power and influence and niggas behind them, that shit explode.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't got killed, niggas ain't told no nigga. A lot of this shit can be resolved. So I appreciate the fact that Skilla was able to use his mind to bring about some peace between them two. Beautiful situation.
That's dope.
I salute him for that.
I guess I never asked you this, but what's your take on Charleston White? Because lately he been going viral, going back and forth with comedian, what's his name? My mind just drew a blank.
Big guy, black guy?
Yeah. Kirkland. TK Kirkland.
TK Kirkland?
Yeah.
TK a legend, bro. TK a real nigga.
Yeah.
I done met TK a couple of different times, bro. TK a real nigga, real stumped down street nigga. And TK is articulate and he's well spoken. So when TK addressed it, so it's like truth and falsehood strangely mixed. And that's something that the Moorish Americans used to say when I was in prison. You got truth and falsehood strangely mixed. First of all, Charleston White he is tapped into just a bunch of different shit, bro. You got motherfuckers who don't have a problem with snitching like they say they do. Niggas say they got a problem with snitching because that's what they expected to say.
Yeah.
A lot of these motherfuckers don't got no problem with snitching. You know how we know? Because a lot of these niggas snitching.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of these motherfuckers in the hood who done snitched on motherfuckers and ain't nothing happening to them. Ain't nothing happening to them. Nigga got a problem with them. Niggas just, they living their life. Don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. So it is what it is. Charleston White is the prime example of truth and falsehood mixed. Charleston White, he made a determination that he can be more effective and he can get more attention by doing exactly what he's doing right now. He knows how to play on the intelligence of weak-minded motherfuckers. He knows how to draw motherfuckers who can't think into a conversation, and he's wise enough to be able to defeat a motherfucker into a general conversation because the average motherfucker is misinformed, uninformed, undereducated, so he's used that to his advantage. Charleston White already know most of these niggas dumb as a box of rocks and can't string together a coherent sentence. So he using the fact that most motherfuckers are psychologically weak to his advantage, and he dominating that field like that. I don't agree with the shit because he a snitch. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of shit that Charleston be saying in terms of how we treat each other as black people, how black men treat black women, how black men treat each other, and how black women treat each other and deal with each other. A lot of that shit is right on point. Yeah. That's why it's just like it's a love-hate affair going on with Charleston because he ain't lying about the conditions of black people and how we treat each other and how we expose each other. But the snitching shit, that shit beyond me.
He said beyond you. But technically, like you said, like you can't pull up no paperwork of him ever telling nobody He say, I get online, I tell you I snitched. I tell you I rape people.
He being truthful. We need more people like Charleston White.
Yeah.
Because Charleston White just, I'm going to tell on you, do something wrong, call police on you. Simple as that. He just, that's gangster, bro.
Yeah.
That's some gangster shit. And on top of that, a lot of these motherfuckers that see in black culture, we love to emulate other cultures. Black America, we love Italians. We love the Scarfaces, not Scarface, he ain't Italian, Cuban. We love this show shit. We love the fucking, what's the Italian movie, King of New York. Also, what this shit, what that shit is, motherfucking Godfather.
Yeah.
All this shit. The true history of the Italian and Irish and Jewish mob. Let's go back to New York and the East Coast. The Italians, the Jews, and the Irish motherfuckers, it was beef, it was blood on the floor. They ain't mad dancing, but they also utilized law enforcement, judges, police officers, detectives, all this shit to get a nigga locked up. The whole Bumpy Johnson story, that's all true.
Yeah. You
had the Italians, the Irish, and the Jewish motherfuckers ratting on Madam Sinclair, ratting on Bumpy Johnson, using the police. And niggas call themselves Luciano, and also other shit. Them Italians the biggest rats in the world. The biggest rat motherfuckers, racist, hate niggas, motherfuckers in the world. Niggas love that shit. They ain't talking about them.
That is true.
They ain't talking about them. Say I'm lying.
No, you true. That's true.
Okay, what I thought.
When it comes to you, because we know you about you love to be flashy. You love to put it in people's face, put it on the gram and celebrate yourself.
Sure do.
I just want to know, like, when it comes to jury shopping, would you ever buy moissanite?
No.
Diamonds? Why not?
I mean, if I ain't got it, I ain't got it. You trying to be, are you trying to present a picture?
And what's the picture?
You trying to present like you got it. Simple as that. Let me take that back. Because I know NFL players who wear rhinestones and shit and have admitted that later. It all depends if I'm going out somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, anybody finna rob me. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, motherfuckers do what they do, bro. I ain't gonna criticize a motherfucker for doing it. Motherfuckers do what they do. You live how you live, bro. You hear me? All kind of niggas wear fake jewelry, fake purses, everything. Niggas do all kind of fake ass shit. So it is what it is. Motherfuckers wear fake jewelry.
Yeah.
Niggas wear fake clothes. Niggas wear fake shit. All with the express intent of trying to make a motherfucker believe that they have more than what they have. That's delusion.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm gonna give you an example. Back in the day when they had the making of them video with MTV and BET, right? You had most of these rappers don't get that money they say they get, bro.
Oh, they was doing the cribs and shit?
Yeah, doing the cribs, right? They did that to kind of like show the niggas who really got it. And then we found out that most of those houses and cars they were doing with the cribs is rented.
Yeah.
It ain't fake.
It's very fake.
So, I mean, niggas can't get too caught up with what a motherfucker doing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas need to mind their own motherfucking business for one. Niggas is too caught up in what's real and what ain't real. Let them motherfuckers do their thing, because if you think, let's flip the switch for a second. These rappers talking Killer Man Fu shit, Kung Fu, Bruce Lee shit. Most of these rappers some bitches, they ain't gonna do nothing. But they rap record, they saying they gonna do X, Y, and Z. A lot of them ain't real.
That's true.
It is what it is. Let them motherfuckers do their thing, bro. Who gives a fuck? If it's real, it ain't real. Like saying a bitch got a fake ass, fake titties. That ain't real. You ain't real. You got you gay. Cause what you give a fuck about? Long as that motherfucker sitting up right, I can squeeze that bitch moist. Long as that pussy popping, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Oh, you bitch got fake titties. So what? What nigga? What you's a bitch? Why is you worried about what bitch got fake titties and fake ass and the BBL? Oh, bitch got a BBL. I be hearing that. Oh, she got, bitch, get right, bitch, get right. Make that pussy sit up right. You get a BBL, the ass poke out.
Yeah,
get that motherfucking poke out. I like it.
Would you do natural diamonds? Or could you do lab-grown diamonds?
Lab-grown diamonds basically a step over moissanite. They're grown in the lab. I don't think it really matters, bro, to tell you the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most of getting too caught up in that shit. We know there's diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, and you have moissanite, and you have cubic zirconia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The price is different. 95% of motherfuckers, see, niggas don't really know no diamonds, bro. Niggas don't know no diamond. They can't tell. You touch they don't know.
Yeah.
These niggas don't know jewelry. If these niggas knew jewelry, they wouldn't be getting them bust down watches because they know they don't have no value. When you bust a watch down, you're drilling a hole into the metal.
Yeah.
You're taking metal content away from the Rolex, right? if you pull every diamond out of a Rolex that's been bust down, it looks like it's been shot with buckshots.
Yeah.
On the world watch market, they trade watches. It's a $1 billion industry. A bust down watch can't be found on that bitch because it holds no value. It only holds value in the eyes of people who look at that shit like it's a trinket. It don't hold no value, bro.
Got you. Because I was listening to Trax from New York.
I fuck with Trax.
And Trax was breaking down the difference between natural diamond and a lab-grown diamond. And he was like, pretty much, you're paying 3 times the price for a natural diamond than a lab-grown diamond.
Same shit, though.
And he said it's literally the same thing. He's like, we just sped up the process that the earth do in the lab.
In terms of, hardening the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's simple. It's absolutely true.
He was like, you're just paying a premium for somebody digging it out the dirt.
Right. That's absolutely true. Yeah, so, I mean, but see, he's approaching that from a scientific and business perspective, right? And so, motherfuckers like, well, it's a lab-grown diamond, it ain't real. If it's moissanite, it ain't about... So lab-made and moissanite, 2 different things. But I get it. I understand. Motherfuckers do it, and it is what it is. He's absolutely correct.
Yeah. When it comes to the space, man, I seen your hip hop lab. I'm seeing a lot of people are starting to tap in. A lot to Dawgface. People coming up to me in Texas all the time about you. I know we definitely got to work on getting you out there. How you liking the space right now? Because you've been doing the podcast for a minute. It's like now people really, really tapping in to you.
So listen, I mean, I appreciate the attention. I appreciate everybody who tapping in, good and bad. I don't care. You gonna get something bad to say about me, say it. If you watch it, share it. Cause I get my publishing. My voice is published, not when I rap, when I talk. So say it. Yeah. Do it. You don't like me? All people who supported me, I appreciate you. I love you. Niggas who recognize real, I love you. I'm a real nigga. I appreciate that. But for those who don't particularly care for how I say it or what I say, except my cock. I will provide you with a picture of my dick in your DM. Don't give a fuck. You hear me? Yeah. I support who support me. I'll fuck with it. The motion that I got fucking with you, that first interview went crazy. You know what? Shit, let's make it happen, man. I fuck with you, man. Hellcat, shout out to my motherfucking evil twin.
Yeah.
Mogul state of mind, beautiful situation. Legendary shit happening. And I'm honored to just be a part of the process as you continue to grow and get bigger. I love that shit, bro. I'm ready to take over this shit. Talking shit. All I gotta do is keep it gangster. I can do a better job than Lil Boosie.
Hey, well, Dawgface, man, thank you for sitting down again, man, and we got another classic.
No doubt, it's on. It's popping, man. Shout out to you, man. It's a beautiful thing. You po broke ass bitches tune in. Y'all know what it is, man.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.